What up, guys? Shout out to
Yo, what's up, dude?
uh, just you know, getting off work.
Yeah, I'm just I'm waiting on somebody to get in the chat. He sent me a couple images, asked me to go over them, see what everyone thought about them. So
Okay.
I'm just waiting to give him a chance to come in here.
Um, yeah. What is it? What you sharing? I wanna see. What's
Mm.
that? Electric? What?
This
Yeah.
have you heard of that movie Wandering Earth?
Yeah. Oh, that's. Oh, okay, 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 okay. Yeah. Now I'm understanding. So he got. So you waited for him to come and discuss this article with us, or
No, not this article. I'm waiting on something totally different for him.
oh,
He
okay,
sent
okay,
me
okay.
some pictures.
All right. Oh, you can I know about the pictures, or we have to wait?
I'm gonna wait till he gets there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. You ever you have you ever heard about Beacon Warrior?
Yeah.
Uh, you do you know that he was interviewing a 32nd degree Mason? And dude, the most weird thing that I heard about him was that almost every Mason that is 33rd, 32nd degree Mason and up and go beyond their teachings, they understand that the earth is flat, bro.
Well,
So that's more than enough for for a bunch of people that still believe in, the globe.
well, just do yourself a favor. Be careful with such a broad statement.
Yeah, yeah, of course, because you cannot make, it's not a fact because you don't know everybody, every second degree, you know what I'm saying? But he
Yeah.
said most of the guys that he around with, they understand that the earth is flat. But then again, you start thinking that the purpose of a Mason is to really deceive you to not, you know what I'm saying? To not really find the truth. Like he will give you like hints, but you gotta find the truth by yourself, you know what I mean? They will never give you any answers like that, like straightforward.
Well,
Hey,
with the
can you hear me?
Masons, yeah, with the Masons, you got to remember that it always comes down to protecting the order, right?
Yeah, definitely. Always. But it's just like you see, that's why I'm so skeptical about it because that's what police officers say all the time. I'm just following orders, or you know what I mean? Like that's that's really like if you think about it, it's kind of like um they blind to so many things because they want to protect this order. You know what I mean? And they think they right, but at the end of the day, they really not seeing everything. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, I'll agree with that, dude. They're afraid. They're seems like they're a little bit afraid. Hey, what's up, SkyWatcher? You there, buddy?
You there? I don't think he. I
Poor
don't
dude's
think.
probably either screaming at his phone or his computer by now.
Yeah, right. I think he got his microphone on mute probably.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
No, I'm in this sort of shed outside. I'm sort of outside, sort of with my telescope now. So I'm in and out, trying to sort things out. I am.
Hey, what's up, bud? How you doing?
Not too bad. Nice to meet you both.
Nice to meet you, man. My name's Kayfan from Puerto Rico. He's another humble flat earther.
Well, SkyWatcher is not a flat earther.
Oh, he's not. I figured because of the picture too. I mean,
I took the photo, so I use it as my logo.
oh,
But yeah.
have you ever looked into flat Earth?
Definitely. The only reason I got into it, a colleague at work
Okay.
told me about flat Earth. It took me 2 days to convince her otherwise, and I just been in that rabbit hole for about 2 years myself now.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
And I just don't go at it. Other people try and prove it. I don't try and prove anything. It's for other people to find out. And I'm interested in people who are asking questions, not just parroting what they've heard on other websites or YouTube channels.
Mhm. Yeah, you definitely gotta do your own research if you gonna be a flat earther, or you know, because a lot of people they call themselves flat earthers, but they never did any experiment, or they don't even have. Oh, I'm hearing myself.
Yeah, there's a walk page open.
They don't even have a telescope, you know what I mean, or nothing like, you know.
Yeah. Well, I've never been to college. I've always worked with my hands. I'm not educated as such. Do you mean I've just read and had to teach myself how to do what I do and just I don't know. I come at it with the flat Earth people from a different angle than most sort of globe heads do. Anyway, definitely.
Okay, that's really uh uh that's really good. Like that you self-taught yourself, man. That's a lot of people that don't believe in that. But that's really good. I went to college for communications, and then I couldn't afford it no more, and I dropped out of college. But I still what I'm saying, educate myself on what I'm saying to what I want to know, and what I can what I the tools that I need to be successful in this system. You know what I mean? So other than that, man, everything else that that I think and I believe is just belief. Like a belief cannot be called a fact. You know what I mean? You can only go so far.
So, can I ask you, does flat Earth go along with the religious view you've got?
I'm not actually a religious person because I don't have a religion. I don't know if that fell into atheist, but I'm not an atheist either because I really think that there is a creator and there is something greater that created us. But without the creator, there is no creation. So it's just like a yin and yang. You know what I mean? Like without us there will be no creator because you won't call the creator a creator, you know what I mean, if he haven't create anything. So since he create earth and everything around us, he is the creator because of us. So it's kind of like a yin and yang, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you got a religion? Are you religious?
I, my dad was sort of Italian Catholic, and my mum was from a Protestant family. And where my mum's family was from in Northern Ireland, the religious divide was violent. They made an agreement never to bring religion up to me or my sister. And by the age of 4 or 5, I was like arguing with people in school about God, where I couldn't understand that something could be all around us, like they were all implying,
Yeah.
because I would have had to see it. Santa Claus was the same. You could not convince me of Santa at the age of 3 or 4. It was like, no.
Yeah. I understand, man. My mom was a Christian and my grandma was a Catholic too. And man, when I tell you that religion is so strict, man, it's crazy, you know. And sometimes it's good to have restriction onto certain age so you can understand better. You know what I'm saying? And you are at your own risk. But I mean, when it comes to like lock you into a corner and just think that there is this got like identity that is a man, you know what I mean? Like that resembles a man at least, you know what I mean? It really like you start asking questions and start debunking some of the Bible and Quran um verses, not verses, right? I don't know how do you say that? Um um
Verses do. I know what you mean by verses anyway.
excuse me.
I know what you mean by verses. You mean just chapters or parts of
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Like chapters and stuff. You know what I mean? Because I mean, I speak Spanish every day. I'm like so like verses in Spanish is like you know what I'm saying? That's how you say it. That's how you say it in Spanish, like verses and
I knew what you
um
meant. I knew what you meant.
yeah, yeah, man.
Right, I need 5 minutes again because I need to sort of carry on doing what I'm doing. I'll see you in 5 minutes now.
Yeah, sorry,
Mm.
man. Take your.
All right.
Let's see who's in the chat by now. We got A. McKinsey, Dave Hinkle, Tominoid. Hey, what's up, Tominoid? You seem to always be in there. How's it going, dude? Mr. Walter Williams. Good day, Mr. Walter Williams. How you doing? Yeah, you know what? I I found that a lot of what people know about Scripture all
Uh-huh.
comes from a really messed up Catholic guy's version of Scripture.
Yeah, you definitely do. I agree with that.
Do you have a do you have a YouTube watch page open right now?
No, I think is Sky. He gotta mute his mic because you
Here,
you
I'll fix
hearing
that.
some echo, right?
Yeah, I'll fix that for now.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Should be fixed now.
Yeah. Yeah. Catholic. The Catholic religion is really interesting to dive into because, but
Well,
it
dude,
will consume you.
almost every form of Christianity that you know in America
Yeah.
is based off of
Of Catholicism.
that they don't.
I'm sorry. You caught up for a minute. I don't know what you say.
There, is that better?
I
Is
can't hear you, Uber. Yes, right.
that better?
Yep. So I only yes sir. I only heard every form of Christianity in America come from, and then you cut off.
Yeah. Every form of Christianity in America comes from Catholicism. No matter
Okay.
how much they want to swear that it doesn't, it does. If they celebrate Christmas and Easter right off the bat, no question about it, guess what? Their roots are in Catholicism.
Definitely. Definitely that. Especially the ones, some of the Christians church, they try to hide like they don't celebrate Christmas and stuff, but they still will go out and buy gifts. You know what I mean? And like they will hide that Santa Claus is not real and blah 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 blah. But at the end of the day, they will still buy like gifts and stuff. Trying to like it's put lights around the house. Like you know what I mean? Like it's a really big culture, man. Like it's really hard for them to break loose from them from that religion if everything around you resembles that religion. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Well, no, I mean, like, so nowadays, right, you get a
Mhm.
Catholic that realizes that the Catholic Church isn't quite what it's supposed to be. And they're like, okay, I'm out of here. I'm going to go join a Christian church, right? Thinking that,
Yeah.
oh, that's better. but all they did was join a Diet Coke version of the Catholic Church.
Right. That's so true, man. You know that's crazy because that sparked my mind because I don't know. I was talking to I don't know what's his name, but I was talking about a oh my god, how do you call it? It's a 32nd degree Mason. He was talking about how the Masonic how the Masonic floor checkerboard work and all that. And if you really think like people really think that by you join uh the police force you will like you will change something for the better, and sometimes it does, you know what I mean, but majority of the time you swore to an oath and to follow orders, you know what I'm saying. So them a lot of police officers don't that don't want to be police officers no more because they see through what the system is doing. So they trying to open a bail bound agency and all this stuff, and they not seeing that you doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like you helping out the same people. So I understand where you're coming from with that religion because at the end of the day you getting out of Catholicism to go to Christianity, and then you know what I mean. Like it's all gonna disappoint you. Like every religion is gonna try to disappoint you at some point in time because at the end of the day, that's what they construct. They construct this religion for a purpose. You know what I'm saying? And it's for controlling purposes. You know what I'm saying? To make sure that you is in that square, in that box, you know what I'm saying, so they can read you, and it's more easy for them to understand the human race. It's more easy for them to do psychology and all this stuff whenever you have people boxed in into one place. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, dude. You know what's up, man. You got it.
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy.
Who the hell is this so loud?
I wonder, like, you know what I wonder? I just want to make like but I don't have enough money to do it, of course. But I would love to make like a like a statistic graphic. You know what I'm saying? On how much money does does the Christian and the Catholic Church makes in one Sunday, just one Sunday, dude. You know what I mean?
You mean like with the collection plates and stuff?
Yeah. Not even yeah, even like yeah, with the collections, like whenever they pass the play and you got to put $1 or whatever you want to put in. But then you got these people that will come to the church and will give checks to the pastor. You know what I'm saying? Like $500 to make to this charity and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I just wanna know how much money does an average Christian and Catholic American will spend in one Sunday. You know what I mean? In
Well,
these religions, you know.
check this out, man. I was raised in the Mormon church, which is
Okay.
just as bad as like the Catholics and just as bad as most of the Christian denominations out there. And like all the other churches, they collected tithing like all the other ones, right?
Yeah.
Like, but then they also collected something called a fast offering because every first Sunday of the month was a Sunday called Fast Sunday, where everybody in the church would fast in the morning till the like late afternoon or whatever,
Mhm.
and then whatever you didn't spend on your food in the morning, you would give to the church.
Huh.
So, yeah, Like
That's
they were
really
like,
interesting.
yeah, they were double dipping on that one, man.
That's crazy. That's a lot of money, man. In just one day, though. You know,
Yeah,
do
and
do
that's not,
they?
dude. We used to go around. Okay, so when I was a deacon, when I was younger, when I was like 12 and 13 and 14 and stuff, right?
Yeah.
It was our job as the youth to go around and uh, collect the fast offerings from people. We would actually go to their house, right? After
Mhm.
Sunday on the 1st, and we would go collect fast offerings, which we would show up with these blue envelopes, knock on their door as the member, because they were members of the church, right?
Yeah.
Whether they were active or inactive, they were sending us out there to go collect money from them, dude. Like, how
Wow.
horrible is that? You're sending a bunch of 13-year-olds out to go collect money from people in your church.
Man, that's crazy. That don't separate. That don't separate them from the I mean, from the, not NASA, from the mafia. They the same way. That's crazy. I didn't know that. And so you grew up in a Mormon household then.
No, my household was not Mormon. The church I
Oh,
grew up in was Mormon.
oh,
Like,
okay, okay,
like,
okay.
dude, my grandma was a Mormon, but she wasn't like very practicing, you know? Like,
Yeah,
dude, my grandma, I went to church from the time I was 8 till I was 19, okay?
yeah.
My grandma never, ever actually went to church with us.
And she proclaimed herself as a Mormon.
Yep.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, a lot of people
So
do that.
yeah, but yeah, that happened on Christianity and a lot of I understand. Yeah, but I have a question. Did y'all ever travel anywhere as a group, like as a church, as you know what I mean?
Did we travel anywhere as in? Hold on a sec.
Yeah. Uh, Man, that was bad. Jeez.
Hey, what's going on?
Hi, what's going on, brother?
Hey, who's that? Mr.
K, friend.
K.
Yeah, you can call me K. Yeah.
Is there a more proper term I should call you? Mr. K? Vitamin K? K Dog?
I mean, yes, sir. I'm sorry.
Easy
I
K?
mute myself. Yep.
I don't know. I'm just
Yeah,
feeling
we
some dead
we
air
was
right now.
talking. Yeah.
I
How
know
you
Uber's
doing?
gonna come back in a minute. I'm doing good. I'm doing all right. Just chilling out. Uber's in the other room. He's just like talking. Still in the backyard here.
Yeah. I want to know because like the did you heard the conversation? You was hearing the conversation. You was listening at me.
Uh,
So you
I'm
couldn't
losing
know.
like every other word right.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
It
we
might
was
be my
talking about.
reception, but I'm losing every other word right now.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
I'm
I
okay.
can. Okay. Is it good now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear
All
me?
right. Yeah. We was talking
I
about. I
think you
don't
were
know if
talking
it was.
about the Mormon church or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Uber said that um he was raised in a Mormon church, but it wasn't a
Mm.
Mormon household, but it was a Mormon church. He was raised in like. But I
He went
was
to Mormon
asking
church when he
him.
was a kid.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
don't know if you know that, but I was kind
we
of
talked
asking
briefly
him.
on it. Yeah,
Oh, okay. I was trying to ask him like if he ever traveled with the church. You know what I mean? Because when I was a Christian,
Mhm.
our pastor will fundraise for a lot of us to travel to other countries and
Okay.
meet with other pastors and stuff and have a huge service, we we other church in other cultures. I mean,
Oh,
and
okay. What
yeah,
other
but
countries did you go to? Is it like
I went
missionary work, pretty much?
yeah, that's what they used to do, not me. I never
You never went
did
around
no
with that.
yeah, I did never work, but
Oh, okay.
like I don't know, I don't want to stereotype it, but a lot of Mormons are known by that by missionary work, right?
Oh, I guess, yeah. I mean, a lot of different religious, I don't know what you call them. They all do that. I mean,
Yeah,
it's fun. Uh, missionary work, right? I think the
yeah.
Mormons probably do it a lot, though. Sure. The Mormons also own basically Ancestry.com,
Hmm.
and the Mormons have like the largest stockpile of like goods like anywhere in for any kind of public um,
For real.
holding, as far as I've heard. Maybe somebody's got more food. They apparently have like 4 football fields worth of like warehouse space,
Us food?
and the Mormons, and then they like, I don't know. Yeah, they're pretty big time, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I don't really follow
Yeah, every really
too much.
I think is I don't know, man. I'm not. I don't want to sound obsessed with it, but it's just like when you gonna what? Let me put an example like it. Like
Uh-huh.
when you go to school, you got
Yeah,
math class, you got science, you got art. You know what I mean?
sure. I think
I
Uber went to a regular school as well. I think he just, I don't
Yeah,
think he was like raised on a. I mean, there are like Mormon sites where they have like a whole community and it's like you can't leave or you're not going to
yeah.
get
That's
talked to, or
yeah. They
they get
extremely
all freaky possessive with you and stuff.
yeah, yeah,
and,
because they don't want you
and
to
yeah, I think that's more hardcore Mormon than I think, if that's really the hardcore Mormon life, if that's what
right,
Mormon thug life really is, you know
right.
like, yeah, because they basically like trade daughters off and stuff. It's really kind of sick.
Yeah, that I heard
It's
that
like,
too.
I mean,
But Christian church, there's a lot of pastors that molest their kids and stuff. You know what I mean?
what are
So
you
it's
gonna
like
do? I mean, I could just become a hardcore feminist, or just like realize this is like a process that's like happened for a long, long time. Like,
right,
So I don't know. I don't begrudge it. It's just like a little too old world for our American modernity, I guess, to really
yeah,
accept that. And we can tolerate Amish, right? But I don't
yeah.
know. The Mormons seem to get things a little weird, and apparently, I don't know. They're like one of these sort of like, I don't know. Is it like a quasi Masonic, like biblical, quasi biblical, quasi, I don't know, whatever John Smith is like to say. I mean, it's kind of like a fabricated worship in a way, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Just like yes, just like a
with
wash up version of some other religion and stuff. You know what I mean?
I
That's
mean,
what you're trying to
it's
say.
not like, I'm not saying like Christianity. I mean, they don't have the Holy Grail, the Ark of the Covenant, but like we take it, for granted that
Right,
it's there somewhere, But these
right.
like golden plates and the stuff that these seem to be like fabricated holy relics, and
Yeah.
so therefore it's like he's like Mormonism is sort of like a combination of other secret society type worships, I guess. Something
Mhm.
like that. I don't know if John Smith was a Mason, but I wouldn't be surprised if he was. Apparently,
Yeah, I think John
I've
Smith
heard
is a
that.
Mason.
I've heard that, but it's like I can't take everything that Jordan Maxwell says as gospel, right? But
Yeah. But you gotta understand, like me, like my mom.
yeah,
Even if I don't wanna, even if I don't wanna believe it,
Uh-huh.
She was a Mason because, like, I'm not saying to the
I'm
point
not
where,
surprised.
you know
I
what I
think
mean.
it's a weird thing that I get the feeling that tonight's going to be a good. No, I get a feeling that a lot of people who are intrigued by flat Earth also, for some reason, have this Masonic sort of thing, like where somebody in their family was attached to some Masonics, and there's like a lot of different divisions that, and some of them are pretty innocuous. You wouldn't even think that they're, like Rotarians,
Yeah,
like that's a
yeah,
Rotary Club. Like, so if like you
yeah,
belong to a Rotary Club or Knights of Columbus or these kinds of things that sound like they probably did fundraisers for your school if you went to public school, or if you were
yeah,
in Boy Scouts or something like that. These kinds of, and Boy Scouts is really like a Masonic sub training set too.
yeah.
It's like a
Well,
Demolay Society Junior American style Eagle Scout, remember the Eagle Scouts. So this is like
yeah,
this goes back to like the Babylonian double-headed eagle, like which goes back to Masonry, you know what I mean? Which goes back to
yeah.
the ancient like East and shit.
You know
Whatever,
what? You
whatever.
know what I? You know
I
what
just
I?
I don't know, like, but like I had the feeling I've met like flat earthers and asked them if they've had like relatives that were in Masonry, and they said no, and then later said, look, I had a very like right on kind of feeling. I don't know. I guess I'm
Yeah.
like, I get intuition sometimes, and I'm like, come on, you sure? Are you
Right.
sure?
Right.
Some often it's wrong, mostly with women. But for no, but for masonry, I got pretty good intuition. I don't know. It's weird. There's something
That like it's
um in there that's
like
like I don't know.
I understand where you're coming from because I'm saying I'm because I really under like I see people sometimes and you be like wait a minute, you know what I mean, like there's there's something going on here, and you start digging deep and you understand that a they either have a tie with Freemasonry or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
But
I don't know how long you've been in the Flat Earth on YouTube thing. I've been speaking to people for like a few years or so, and
okay,
it's just weird that so many of them do have like a uncle, an aunt, a father, mother, grandparent, or something like that that were Templars that were um, in a something maybe a more informal kind of club. It could have been even an acting. I mean, there's like even acting versions of this too. It's a
yeah,
widely franchised type of thing that began. I don't know when. How far back really, but I don't think it's bad, but I just feel like it's weird that so many of these people are kind of waking up and like checking out this material. I'm not sure why. Is it like
yeah,
it might be that like the I mean, just the idea of understanding what a secret society is, right? Like,
yeah,
I don't know if like I feel like there's like 10 questions when people are like, hey, like, is the Earth flat? Like, how is it flat? Like, where's the edge? Blah blah blah, right?
right,
One of these questions in the top 5 or top 10, right, is going to be like,
hmm,
how could they keep it a secret? Who would benefit from this? Who are
right,
the who, right? Who are
right.
they? Who are the right?
Who are they? Right,
and
right,
and if and if you have an understanding of what a secret society is, maybe it makes it like, oh, I kind of understand this. Like my family, it's like they always had the ins, like they always knew all these people, and they had these weird, you know what I mean? Like you might know something like that, and then it's just like really easy for you to just get it. But if you
right,
have nothing like that, then maybe you would never expect that there could be this kind of potential.
yeah.
So
Well,
that's my opinion.
I I'm like like when I say my mom was a Freemason, I mean my mom was a police officer, and as a police officer, you always gotta swear to protect the
Well,
oath,
what do they
right?
call? They call them black and whites, right?
The police of like
I mean,
no police.
it's a like a, I don't know. Maybe it's like a Northeast thing. But also like the black and white is like right there, on the shield,
Well, yeah,
the
the black and
the
white
checker, and then
checkerboard. Yeah, the
it's
black and
like
white
every police
checkerboard
station is,
because
yeah.
I spent
Go for it.
a little bit of time talking to a 32nd degree Mason, and he explained well, it's not an easy concept if you not in the right path, but it's just like for every white square, there has to be a black square. So that's the balance. You know what I mean? They believe well I I can guess that's they this is my I'm shooting to the dark because they will I will never know what a Freemasonry is until I join to it, and that's just the fact of it. You know what I mean? But when I say my mom was a Freemason, I meant she was a police officer, but she didn't. She was blind to what oath she was swearing to. You know what I mean? Because how the Freemasonry kind of work is about influencing people. How much influence do you got? You know what I mean? And that's one of the things. And the second thing, they understand what's a Mason construct. A Mason construct is like a system, like you know what I'm saying? Like the police department is a Mason construct. It was construct by the Masons. It's just like when you go to work at the work when you know go to work at a workhouse, you're a regular worker, and then you got your manager. That's a Mason construct. You could never escape their construct. Guys, they were the ones that built it. You know what I mean? And not they because they're not like the ones that had this knowledge. We was the one that had this knowledge. The ones that are on the bottom right now, like the people that are are oppressed. You know what I'm saying? They the one that had this knowledge, but it became secret. You know what I mean? When it became secret, now when somebody gonna swear an oath to something, like a police officer, they blind to it because they don't understand what they swearing the oath for. You know what I'm saying? So my mom was a Freemason. My mom was actually raising me as 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 a member of society of what a Freemason wanted me to be. You know what I mean? Without her even knowing, because she was blind to it. She was being influenced by those on top. So since she was being influenced by those on top, she influenced me. Is that's how you get control and power. And the other thing that they understand, they're not all fully evil.
Yeah, I think I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, they're not fully evil either. I'm not saying like they're not fully evil. They cannot be fully
Well,
evil because at the end of the day, if you
well,
understand the
I get
concept,
what
uh,
yeah.
if you
I
understand the
think
concept
it's
of,
like it's kind of a different,
huh?
a little bit of a difference. I just yeah, like I don't know, like full on Freemasonry. I don't know, like I mean, I don't think yeah. So she'd have to be like in a like a woman's Freemason sect or something like that. But I mean, was your mom like studying like the I don't know the ancient teachings and stuff, or was she
No,
like
no,
just
no, no,
basically
no,
like you're saying she was
no.
more like just like in that system and sort of like
Yeah,
operating within it and sort of like even giving you like as her child like sort of raised in this sort of like
yeah,
environment. That's what you
exactly.
mean?
But
Okay.
it's just this go to this can't hit everybody because it's like she is like a piece to play the game in the checkerboard. You know what I mean? In the black and white checkerboard. So like it's like let's
I
say
got you.
let me put an example. Let me put a
Hmm.
real good example. Okay.
Okay.
Let's say you and me are playing chess, right? Chess whenever we play chess, we got pieces on the board that we can move, right?
Hmm.
The pieces that we moving, that's the police force, the system, the government, all that. You know what I'm saying? And the players are the Freemasons. So you think you a player, but you actually a piece of the part. You know what I'm saying? You actually a piece of the chess. So the way that you and me can move the piece of the chess is by influencing. You know what I'm saying? So because you gotta understand, no, it doesn't matter. Like I talked to this guy. He say it doesn't matter if my brother is a Luciferian and I'm a Christian. If he is in need of help, I got to come. I gotta go help him because he's in order. So it doesn't matter what your belief is. If you're a Freemason, you gotta help your brother so they don't believe in black and white, and they don't believe on racism and none of this. They always believe in sticking together as one, but understanding that other people got different point of view. That's what they take out from from us. You know what I'm saying? Because we fight all the time about racism and who's the better artist and rock is better than hip hop. You know what I'm saying? That's child game for them. So that's how they distract people so they can
Yeah, I
do
mean,
what
even
they
even if
work.
it's they say that even if you're a Mason and if you're surrendering in like a war, that if somebody's Mason, they see you like give the sign, they'll accept your surrender. They won't like kill you or whatever,
Yeah, yeah,
and
because they in
they might even
order.
let you go. Who knows? Um,
Yeah,
get out of here, and they scurry away down the
right.
streets or something. I don't know, but
But
um,
it's really weird that like because we start talking about like when you say that a lot of people that wake up thinking about flat Earth and all these have a tie with Freemasonry or Templars or
I've noticed
all
it.
these.
I don't know why, but maybe it's always been there and I never knew it. That might be it too. Like maybe it's
Right,
just really common, to be honest.
right. But it's just that if you in order, like I don't know how can I put it. If you're in order, it's just like Christianity and any religion. If you're in order to Christianity, you will understand that Jesus Christ is the Savior. You know what I'm saying? That you is in order. You're an active member of Christianity. But Christianity, all these religions come from come from one source, and that source is the oldest fraternity in Earth, which is the Freemasonry. So
Hmm.
that everything starts by you knowing how these people move. You know what I'm saying? If you know how these people move, you will understand why this
I
system
I
is here in
I don't
place
even
and stuff like that. You know what
like
I mean?
I honestly don't even understand like why we have the word Mason. You know what I mean? Do they call it different shit other places? I don't know.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
to
it
us
used
it
to
just
be.
means like masonry means to lay bricks.
Right, right,
But
exactly. You hit the
maybe
point
those
right there.
words, maybe that I'm saying, but maybe that word has like a more significant meaning that's kind of like lost on us in context of history. But
Yeah,
I don't know. Like I think masonry is very connected to like alchemical stuff. It's connected to like the Egyptian kind of rites. It's connected to many other things. It seems to be like a network of similar types of schools of thought, just like little
well,
differences. I don't
well,
know.
well, well, when you say Egyptians, sorry to cut you. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
when you say Egyptians,
yeah.
Egyptians were one of the first Masons that ever walked among the earth. So they were
Were
the ones
they,
that were they were.
or
You got
were
you got
they
to huh?
just? I mean, they could have been. They could have just been one of many. Like
That too.
I
But
don't. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to know, man, about the past. It's like the breadcrumbs are there, and I think if you look through the symbols and stuff like that, and don't
yeah,
stare at them,
exactly.
go cross-eyed. Don't stare at them too long. But if you want to get familiar with like, just the language of their symbols, you'll start to see the commonality. You know what I mean? You'll see like your chevron shape,
Yeah,
which is like a book, and you'll see that
yeah,
like paired with, shields and things like that. But like, and then you'll see it like if you go to a local city, right? You'll go
yeah,
into the downtown where it's like really old architecture, old construction, and you can see
mm,
that these buildings are kind of built like facing the sun at a certain time of year, and there's like, and they make these kind of tiers of rooms that are like they do them in sort of numbers of like 8 and 12, and they're just very linear
right,
architecture styles, and they
yeah,
seem to like have notches on them where they're like marking the year, like on a corner of a street somewhere in your in like, you know, probably in your capital city. It's like this.
Yeah.
If you like start to look at it like that, like the architecture has function a little bit too, you know, and
Right.
there's function to what the Masons do in terms of layout and the way that they
Okay.
plan cities and stuff.
Right.
I don't know. There's a reason why, and they're usually like these kind of bodies too, like this sort of. They try to like lay like a man down, like shape, like on the
Yeah.
ground. I don't know, and then just like they build the city
Yeah.
off of that. I don't
You
know.
totally
Weird.
making sense,
And
bro. Like I'm really understanding where you're coming from. That's. But would you say that
and
a
these are like
Masonic
Gnostic symbols and
building?
shit. I don't know.
Yeah. Would you say a Masonic building is built with a purpose, right? With a not with a purpose. Let me rephrase that. Would you say that and would you
I
say
think they're just
any
really.
Freemason
I
would you say
yeah.
any Freemason would you say any Freemason would do some every Freemason that is on top right now influencing people? Would you say
Yeah.
they do anything without no purpose, just cause?
No, I feel like the real art of what Freemasonry is that they know like where to build something and like how to face it there. Um, there's an understanding of like where something is in the year. I mean, architects do this now, but it's like there's some kind of
Yeah,
mysterious way that they did this there. I mean, I'm not saying it's
right.
impossible to replicate, but it's just there was a tradition
But
there in some way.
yeah, but you
And
gotta understand. You gotta
I think
understand.
it's about
Architect.
yeah. Let me just say this. Like, I think it's also
Okay.
about like the placement of where they decide to build these things too. It's not just about like that they build a nice building. It's about where
Right.
they do it, and that it's like
Right.
for maximum effect or something. And
Right.
because I think when I've been in buildings that are like, yeah, I know this is built by Freemasons, and they have a sort of a, I don't know, a feel to them.
Right.
You know, maybe it's
Right.
just me imagining that, but maybe not. There's like there's like churches are sort of tuned architecturally, right? Like there's
Right.
a size of the ceiling, how much it reverbs and stuff like that, bounces back to the ear, and how that transforms and stuff. Like a church is like a psychedelic like experience, really. You know, to go in there and
Right.
hear words like echoing and stuff.
Yeah.
And you
And
know,
you
I
see
think
these
in a
huge,
similar way,
huge.
like it's that's masonry too, like the understanding of that, you know, and to that effect, I
Cause
think like there's some tuning that good Freemasonry buildings have, like in their proportions, in their material selection, all these
right.
things. They're not just built out of stone because it's classy. I don't know. There's something to it about how they build that
They
way.
build it right. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. They gotta
There's a
be
special ingredient to the sauce here. I'm not sure what it is, but
right. That's what I'm saying. Like when you talk about architectures, like architects have been doing this now, like they built and they can do buildings and stuff. It's like it's like this. You can teach a you can teach a man how to you can feed a man with a fish one day, right? But you never teach him how to fish because then he will never come back, right? It's just architecture is like that. They will give you the tools for you to build something, but you will never know for real what's the purpose of it. You know what I'm saying? If you don't become a Freemason, you know what I mean? Like I think it's like that. Like you will never know why you do like the real
I don't
purpose
know.
of it.
I
You
don't
know
know
what I
if
mean?
Freemasons. I'm not saying that Freemasons today really even understand it, because I've looked at like ages of stuff where it's like I know this is like early 1900s. This is like 1950s. It's like 1970s, and you can
Mm,
tell that it's like, but the 1970s like Freemason architecture is like it's just like they don't get it. You know, they didn't know how to build. They're just like putting up symbols on a building. It's not the same. You know.
right.
Um, do you know what I mean? Like there's some technique that's guarded, you know, for real
Well,
shit. And
the guy that is that 32nd degree Mason, he said that when you go to a one of the biggest large on New York, you come in, it's just like going to the forest. It's just like going to nature,
yeah,
and then like another thing is whenever
see a
you
lot
come
of
into
I
it,
just yeah.
and
If I can just say
like let me say this, and I
all
give
right,
you the mic.
all
Um,
right.
then they whenever they come in, he will say that whenever he comes in, if he's a Christian, he will pray to Jesus, and then a Luciferian could come in and pray to Lucifer in the same lodge. Like that's how it is.
Yeah,
That's how open minded they
yeah,
is.
they
I
mix it
mean,
up. They don't care.
yeah,
But I don't consider that like the art of masonry per se. Like I think that that's like secret society handshake stuff, and I
yeah,
get that. It goes a lot of different ways because I think really like each degree they're like this is the face of God. No, this is the real, and it's just you keep pulling the mask off until it's Jim Carrey at the end. I don't know,
right,
but what I wanted to say like is that like the ornaments on the buildings they seem to serve a purpose. Like there's a bunch of roses on there that are like the roses of like Solomon's temple, on a particular
yeah,
building, and I'm like, okay, well that's cool. It's a nice ornament, like it's a nice design, but it's more than a design because if you're an international traveler, right?
mhm,
You can tell like the time of day. You look at your watch and you can see like where the roses are pitched, where the shadow's going
yeah,
because anywhere you might go. So I'm gonna go from like south to north, or I'm gonna go from east to west or west to east or whatever. It's gonna
mhm,
like totally change my shit up. I
yeah,
think inherently within the Masonic appreciation is like the knowledge of the sun and moon and like this kind of like balance of like understanding time. I think that's why they say that the Mason is a traveling man, you know, because you
definitely,
have to be able to like understand time from different places, I guess, something like that.
definitely, yeah.
So
That
I think
that's why they do things in masses, so they understand. They have like a big understanding of, you know what I mean? You know what I'm talking
yeah.
about? Like,
Well,
they
I mean, just like I mean, you're familiar with like I think it's the Incan or the Aztec. I don't know which one. They got the snake that goes down to the ground, the Quetzalcoatl snake. Like, at the equinox, like you see the shadow
yeah,
like
yeah,
line
yeah,
up.
definitely,
Well,
definitely.
like, but that's that, and that's like that's the art. You know,
Yeah,
is that
okay,
like on this day of the year, the roses are going to line up like this or something. Some shit like that. I think that there's stuff that they build in there because they
right.
are facing these buildings in a certain way. They're setting up the streets in a certain way to take
So,
advantage of it. So.
so you would say that Freemasonry is trying to decipher nature? That's kind of what you're
I
trying to
think,
say?
well, I think it goes to a couple different things. Like what we call Freemasonry now probably isn't like ancient Freemasonry. It's modern.
Right, right,
You know,
definitely.
they've got like their probably it was different than like I don't know, we talk about even like Christianity is like, yeah, well, it wasn't the same after the King James Bible and everything got fucked up, and it's true.
Right,
It's
right.
possible that the Masons were budged out of some other stuff. Maybe that got like co-opted by some other group and they hold that shit. I don't know. But what is Masonry today? What are they learning? And they're not learning the art of like the geometer necessarily. I don't think they're like committing themselves to understanding
Like
uh
architecture and geometry and all that.
it's like the I don't know. No, it's like something more it's something like a vocabulary word. I just can't remember right now because my mouth is dry.
Okay.
But um, they're
Well,
basically it's the understanding that light has a relationship to length. Like there's a wavelength of light. There's like periods of time. Like and pendulum activities. That
hmm,
basically this is how all the measurements are all set up. These are why we have uniform measurements. Is because they can. It's kind of the only way it
okay.
can be figured out.
Can you say that again? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Are
I'm
you?
sorry. I feel like I'm cutting out.
That was powerful right there. What you just said. I want to make sure I get that.
Well, like why is the circumference of the equator, right, is
Yeah.
24,000? It's roughly the
Hmm.
amount of hours in a day, right?
Right.
That's not an accident.
That's on purpose, of course. Yeah.
No, it's because it all relates back because that's why it's like the mile is built on the foot is built on the right, but the
Yeah.
foot is built on there's a reason why a foot's a foot and a meter's a meter, and it's just about like I don't know how they figured this shit out. It's bizarre,
Yeah.
but
It's crazy. I know what
but
you're
there's
talking
there
about.
but
It's
there's
really
but there
resonating
okay,
with me.
so but basically like there's whatever, so if we're talking about a 1 foot length or a 2 foot length, right, as we
Okay.
have like a pendulum attached, so we attach a weight to this string, and then we wait until like there's a 1 or 2, like it's really like a 1 second stroke,
Mhm.
and you just wait for that, like to find that length, and then it's like that's your foot.
Hmm.
So that's why, like, yeah, but it's bizarre that, like, I'm saying, like, it's something I don't fully understand. This is like what I fucking forget the word, but it doesn't even matter. It's so word salady sounding. But
Mhm.
it's the real relationships that make for our measurement systems.
Right.
And metrology is the word. Thank you.
Right. So
Thank
you
you,
just
brain.
may try your metrology.
Metrology.
Okay.
METROLOGY.
Is that the root of measurements, like
It's
where
the
measurements get where you can create measurements? That's is
Right, and
that
then
kind of
so
like
there's like modern metrology, and then there'd be like ancient metrology too. So there'd be like in the megalithic age when there's like big
yeah,
ass blocks of shit. They had their own way of
yeah,
measuring shit. They didn't do things like off center. You know what I mean? They
right,
knew how to measure
right.
things. So they had a way of doing it too, probably on a
But
different
but
scale.
but
You know?
also I mean I don't know because I never lived in the 1500s and whatever. But and I understand that, but also you gotta understand like a lot of people in the 1500s and the right before they used to read a lot of books and they used to have a lot of time on their hands to, be not philosophical, but to
Right.
study
They were not trying to
and to,
catch up on Game of Thrones or Walking Dead for sure.
yeah, exactly. So would you think that previous, not previous civilizations, but would you think that like ancient civilizations, um, did have an advantage on us when it comes to free thinking, right? Because to
I
come
don't know.
with a concept like metrology, that's what you say? Because I
Yeah.
never heard that in my life. I'm about to look into it and go to a rabbit hole. But to to be to make a concept like that, you really need to have time, right,
Oh yeah.
and
Yeah.
effort into that, right?
Well, you got to understand that there's like some sort of relationship between all these different physical things and light things and sound things. And, we understand that in science today, but
Mm,
there was somebody who understood it first, and they weren't called scientists. Nobody would call them
definitely.
scientists. They might have been weird mystics, They were just like, yes, it's like
Right.
this. I don't know. Like, I don't know.
Right.
Like, I don't know how you grasp all these abstract concepts, you know what I mean, in the ancient past, but
Yeah.
and then use it to like so but that's why that for me is the root of the Mason ideal, and you can see it in the compass, the square, and the eye with the light. See, that's
Right.
basically all of it, man. Like I mean, you might be able to like do it with an astrolabe, which is like
Okay.
a little old like kind of flat navigational tool and surveying tool, and use the
Okay.
stars and stuff. But I don't know.
Yeah.
There's some way in which, right, these ancient people were able to build like buildings away, like each other, like measurements that they could never measure by hand. They would have had to
Mm,
measure by sky somehow, by the amount of
definitely.
light or something.
And
Um,
it's really little. It's really little. I want to say this. It's really little for a person to understand how to use a square compass because you gotta understand. If I give you a hammer and you don't know how to hammer things, right?
yeah.
You will hurt yourself, right? Or you could hurt somebody else, right?
Hmm.
You gotta properly know how to use it. And sometimes I think that that's one of the things that they teach you when you in closed doors how to use the campus for real and right, you know what I mean?
Maybe.
Yeah, like I think some
I
of the
think there
but
could be.
I
I
mean
mean, there could be like all kinds of like reverse like witchcraft weird shit. You know what I mean? Where they're like, okay, we'll show you the compass trick now, and then you do this thing, and
Oh
like
yeah,
here's the pendulum. I don't know, man. I wonder.
definitely that.
Well, there's even. I mean, there's a secret society of optometrists. Did you know this?
Damn, I
Yeah.
can't hear you guys.
Oh, sorry, bro. I mean, like
Hold on.
optometrists, who make glasses. There was a whole secret society about that. I mean, masonry is like it spread so far. It's like cola, man. Like every company's got a cola. You know,
Yeah.
even Virgin Galactic
Yeah.
got
I can't
cola.
hear you now. I'm sorry. You say masonry is like cola, like coke.
It just gets everywhere. Like masonry will find its way into anything that's going on. It just will. They're there to own it. You know what I mean? They're there to like get in there, kind of, and delegate. They're not there to like sit passively back. That's why shit runs. Is because of them. I think you know, and they don't really need like nations behind them. Kind of.
Well, you know what? What if, and this is just my idea on this, is what if like the Masons when they started weren't bad guys, you know? But if you look at the Illuminati, what their goal was and what they wanted to do, how they wanted to infiltrate every part of the world. I think when they infiltrated in around the same time that we signed the Declaration of Independence in America, I think that's when the Freemasons took a turn, I guess, for the worst, you know? But that's just my opinion, guys.
I would agree. But I also think that there's some kind of wheel where they like take 100 years and then they give it to like this. Like there's like some kind of council. I just my opinion. I don't know. I might be totally wrong. And I think that they switch it up and they've got like a seat at the table for like basically they're running shit like the United Nations does. You know, like they switched like it was Kofi Annan for fucking forever, right? Fucking Kofi Annan, dude. You know. The guy looks like he could sell coffee. He doesn't seem like he could probably like run a country. But anyway, he was like the UN chair for a while. I think there's like one of these people on the wheel get the go, and they're like basically running stuff. And I think probably it could be the Rosicrucians that are happening now because I just think so because of the Cubs. The Cubs won, and the 108 is the double stitch on the baseball, 108 stitches on a baseball. I don't know why, but the Rosicrucians have a thing where they disappear for every 108 years and reappear every 108 years. So it was like 100 and something years before how many years was it before the Cubs won like the World Series? Was it like over 100?
It was
Anyway.
Yeah, over 100. Hey, Kate, your mic's hot right now, so I muted you, bro. When you go to talk, just unmute. So hey, Snack.
That's just a weird hunch anyway. Sorry. Anyway, what's going on?
Can you see this screen that I got up here? This is one of SkyWatcher's photos that he took.
Yeah, it looks like some Hubble stuff.
Yeah. Look at that one. And this is right here. This line right here is supposed to be a shooting star.
Oh, really? Oh, nice.
And then there's this one. This looks like the ether from Thor: A Dark World. Seriously?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it looks like the ether.
Cotton candy.
Well, okay. So he was saying that a lot of people keep saying that these photos are like they look like they're computer generated, right?
Okay. Well, they are somewhat.
Well,
the deep space one has to be colored, right?
Well, they most definitely are because do you want to see a setup, Snack? That's the very next picture.
All right.
Damn, I can't see it.
There you go, Snack. Can you see that?
Yeah, what's that? That's the setup?
That's his setup.
Oh, okay. So he's not colorizing it. Okay. He took these himself. Nice. Right.
But my problem is that
they're nice pictures.
Like he's not actually seeing what's there. It's info that's being fed through a wire to his computer.
Oh.
Right?
Wait, how does that work? Wait, what do you mean that the image is going from like a digital source? You're saying?
Well, okay. So any of these expensive telescopes I've seen, right?
Yeah.
You point it at where the object's supposed to be, right? Whether you can see it or not, with your eyes or with the little finder on the side of the telescope, right?
Okay.
And like you log it in, right? You can tell the longitude and latitude or
Are you
whatever
kidding?
the orientation of where it needs to be, right?
Yeah.
And then it says that it's loading up for a minute, and then it spits out an image to you on a computer
No.
screen.
Dude. No. Really?
And says this is what it looks like. Dude, there
I'm
is
gonna
no
have
way you can actually look through that telescope
and see
and
that image.
see these pictures with your eyes.
They must think we suck our thumbs.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
Well,
to disqualify that one.
and then he's also got another one actually.
I'm not saying it's CGI, but it's like you're not seeing it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like technically, it is CGI because it's coming.
Technically it is absolutely CGI, but I mean, I will say that if it is a photograph, like I have no way, you have no way to verify that that's what you should be seeing.
Well, the funny
Or
thing is,
he has no way of verifying. Yeah.
and then here's his camera setup.
Okay. Wow, that looks cool. Nice.
So
yeah, credit to him for getting a nice setup together. I wish I had something nice like that.
Well, here's the funny thing about these images, though, Snack.
But if I had something nice like that, I wouldn't take no internet pictures
Hey,
for
Snack,
granted. Yeah, what's up?
check this out. So look at this image right here, right? Now, what happens if this was a normal image and I click this button right here, right?
Okay.
And I invert it. Normally, the picture flips colors, right? Like it'll invert the image. The dark things will be white. The white things will be black, right? Like.
Yep. Oh, color values be inverted too.
That is the image inverted, dude. Oh, there we go. That's the image inverted.
There you go. Kind of like a fribble or a slurry. Like sprinkles. Gummy bears.
Just saying, these little dots that they want to say is the galaxy spiraling right here extend all the way across the screen. They're all in this image. Look at, you can see it all in the white right there. And then, so there's also this one. Let's go image, enhance, invert. Okay.
That looks like a cool iMac background wallpaper. Now it looks like a PC tuner kind of wallpaper.
So there's that one, and then there's one more, the one that looks like the ether.
I've been real far up north and seen some kind of really cool deep space stuff, but that was with my eyes. But you'd have to go up to Nova Scotia to see something like that, they say. I don't know. It was like really clear skies, but like way, way up there, you could see like those kind of cloud-like things there.
So
You
yeah,
can't see it ever.
I really don't care what the guy has to say, because there's no way he can't claim that it's not a computer generated image. Like, even if it was taking a picture of a real thing, still the image is being created by the computer.
Yeah, I don't want to say it's his photo. I'm not gonna give him that.
Hey guys, that picture with when it was black and white. Can you go to that one again? The one that it was black and white, because it's
Which one?
actually.
Because I turned all three of them black and white, man.
You say what?
Which image? Because I turned all three of them into inverted images. They were all turned black and white.
The last one you show. I don't.
Okay, so the very last one.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
All right, let me pull it up for you. This one again.
Yes. You guys was talking about this was CGI, right?
Well, just because I mean it went through a computer.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's a good argument though. But I'm saying like
It's
I
more
don't
like
want
it
to.
was computer. It was generated by a search for coordinates.
I don't. Yeah, I don't want to get into conspiracy theories or whatever. But don't that look like black and white, which is the checkerboard, black and white, right? Which could be like a deceived type of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, except I'm the one that made it black and white.
Oh, you did? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm the one that inverted the image. The image
Oh.
originally
Yeah.
looked like that.
Okay, but it still got white and black in it, right? Like, I don't know. I don't want to. I don't want to make no conspiracy theories or nothing.
Yeah, you know what, dude? You are flirting with that line right now, bro.
I've
Like
seen
you are
that up there.
flirting with that conspirator line right now.
Hold on. Over, what you say? I'm sorry.
I've seen the red, what looks like a red, what you're showing here, the red. I've seen that through scopes. There is like what could be said, clouds, gaseous clouds up there, but I don't know how they're illuminated for one.
Yeah.
And the other guy, you say I'm playing with the line of conspiracy or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I was saying that you're flirting with that line dividing like truth from conspiratard.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I'm just, you know, what I'm saying? I'm trying to make sense to it.
I'm just fucking with you, honestly. Like,
yeah, because I'm trying to make sense to it. You know what I mean? I'm trying to see, you know what I'm saying? Because you guys are saying it could be CGI. You know what I mean? Who was the one again who took that picture from that computer?
SkyWatcher, the guy that was on here a few minutes ago.
Okay, yeah. Alrighty.
Yeah, these are images that he sent to me. SkyWatcher is the guy that I showed you that message earlier.
Right.
Yeah. I talked to him. He's pretty cool.
SkyWatcher. He seems like a nice fella.
Yeah,
like a nice,
pretty cool.
nice young man.
Glober
or old man. He's
is he a globe earther though?
Yeah,
I believe.
You see, that will make him a asset to the elite though. You know what I mean? So you really make you really
black and
make.
white thing, man. Might be conspiratorial right now. Not sure.
Well, no, I'm not trying to say it is, and he trying to do. I'm saying like you I'm not like I'm trying to synchronize, you know, because if you think about it, if you think about it, like if when you turn on a TV and you see that, you know, that the static, which is like the static that comes into the old TVs, you remember that it was like, and everything turned gray.
Yeah.
That's like a black and white type of pattern. You know what I mean? with as above, so below. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make it like, I'm trying to make you see it like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to make you see it like a conspiracy, but like it could be synchronized to it. You know what I mean? So it might be CGI, because at the end of the day, a computer and a TV are kind of like, you know what I'm saying, built not the
Well,
same, but it's built with the, you know what I'm saying?
to speak on that, if the stars weren't moving and you were to leave your camera facing up, and the longest shutter, of light you could take in without the stars moving, the image you'd get back would look like snow on your TV, because it would be picking up all the very dim stars out there, and it should come back kind of looking like snow on the TV, because that's really what's up there. If your eyes
See,
could take in enough light, it's like the snow on the TV. It's just so
see, that's
many little
that's all
lights
I
up
was trying
there,
to say.
brighter lights, dimmer lights. It's snow, basically. Our
You
eyes
just
just don't
you
see
just
it
took
like that when we're
you
not
just
taking it in.
yeah, you just took the words out of my mouth. That's what I was trying to explain. And you made it more clear of what
Yeah.
I was trying to
Hey,
say. Yeah.
hey, Jimmy, it was a trip. When I was younger one time, I'm talking, I was like, what, like 15 or whatever? Used to have this big ass trampoline in my backyard, and it was under this really big tree. And I was out on the trampoline one day, and I was like worn out afterwards, and I just like laid down and I was looking up at the tree, right? And the tree was so large that it actually like blocked my view of the sky. Like I couldn't see any blue of the sky. All I saw was the black of the bottom of the leaves, right, in the shadows. And all I could see was little points of sunlight coming through the leaves. And sitting there in the middle of the day looking at that, it looked like I was looking at the night sky.
Hmm. That's dope.
The spiral thing that you showed, that's not something I've seen. Like, if that's supposed to be a galaxy, the closest galaxy to us allegedly is
Which one? That one?
Andromeda. No. Yeah. Now, is that supposed to be a galaxy? Because is that Andromeda looks like a smudge. And then you got
Here.
some M. They're named M this and M that for different galaxies. They're
Yeah, I
smudge.
will tell you exactly which galaxy that is because it's in the email that he sent me. Give me 1 sec to pull up the email.
I mean, that's clearer than Andromeda, and Andromeda is the closest to us, and it's supposed to be the clearest.
Right. B, he took pictures of Andromeda.
It's a smudge. I mean, unless you're getting $10,000, $15,000 scope, it just looks like a smudge
Right.
in the sky.
Yeah, not a lot of people got that type of money to spend.
Yeah. You got atmospheric blurring to deal with, and computer software that gets rid of the shimmy of the atmosphere, turns everything spherical. Like the way it renders it, it's programmed to render all of the lights up there spherical.
Like a GoPro.
Yeah, it just does
Okay.
that. Now, you can't tell what shape those lights are because they jump around
Okay.
and shimmer. The
All
computer
this said
makes them.
in this email is that this is Pinwheel Galaxy
Okay, that's
and
the pinwheel.
Shooting Star.
All right. Well, I don't have a telescope.
Well, hold on. Let's see. Before I say that it's just stupid, let me check to see if there is a quote Pinwheel Galaxy, right? Like
No, there is. I've heard of it.
that's what I thought. Like it sounds familiar. But let's look up the Pinwheel Galaxy real quick.
See if it's a stock
Okay.
photo.
Distance 21 million light years away from Earth. In the constellation Ursa Major.
Big Dipper.
This was discovered in 1781.
Of course it was. With their 4X telescopes.
It was communicated to Charles Messier, who verified its position for inclusion in the Messier catalog as one of its final entries. Pinwheel Galaxy. Helio radial velocity. They're trying to tell you how fast this thing is spinning. Oh my God, these people. Okay, so this is supposed to be the Pinwheel Galaxy. You know what? Let's look at amateur photos. Let's see what the amateurs have taken, Jimmy.
Smudges, probably.
These are pictures from amateurs?
I highly doubt it.
What's up, good?
Snack, are you playing with the keyboard?
Yeah. Smooth -7 Casio keyboard style. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt the Star Talk.
I was enjoying my shopping experience.
Check out all the new discounts you can find on Walmart.com. Keyword savings. I don't know
You
what
cannot
keywords. Are there still
return
keywords?
any. Just remember, folks, you cannot return any merchandise bought at Walmart.com at any one of our retail stores. They must be returned via mail. Yeah, I'll tell you that. Yeah.
Where's the picture?
Oh, that's how you do that. That's sus4 is not good with my stuff. Tim? That's not right. My 7.5 is good.
Dude, the picture's gone.
No way, bro.
Is this a public service announcement channel?
Hey, what's up, Kenny?
Are you calling us from the vacuum cleaner of the sky?
I am. Is that better?
Yeah.
The vacuum cleaner of the sky.
It's the vacuum in space, not the vacuum of space.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good one.
Oh.
Yeah. What's up, Kenny? How you doing?
I don't know yet. I think I'm okay.
Maybe this drum fill will help.
Fucking.
Maybe this synchro drum fill.
You guys will cheer me up, man. Cheer me up, damn it.
Hoping so. Hoping so. I need to get some beers. I think it's Memorial Day weekend. I need to start it off right.
Okay, so that's not an amateur picture at all. That is a Shutterstock photo.
It's okay. You
Nope.
can legally lie online. And the news can legally lie. So it's not a big deal to lie. And you shouldn't take it so seriously if they're lying.
Apparently, you can lie a lot.
Mike's Astro Photos. Let's see what you got, Mike.
Astro photos.
You can usually tell when it's amateur.
Why? Because it looks like it's amateur?
Well, because it looks real.
Yeah, it looks real. That's how
Rather
it
than,
is.
Professional.
it's not doesn't have stacks on top of stacks on top of
Here's my
stacks.
latest long exposure photo of the Triangulum Galaxy. Wait,
Wow,
Triangulum?
that's far out, man.
The last time I
That fucking
made this galaxy was in 2010, and I've made some progress since then. Okay, so that should tell this guy something. Like, if he was able to find it in the sky again, with as much as we're told that we're moving and they're moving and everything's moving, shouldn't
there
that
goes
tell
the
this guy
cops.
something? Because he did this how long ago now? Because, okay, he said the last time he did it was 2010.
Yeah.
So how long has it been now? Okay, 2013. So 3 years later.
Yeah.
And we move how many miles per hour? Like,
Well, depends.
with everything?
With everything. Has anybody ever added them all up?
I think Jaron got close.
It's like 2.3 million miles an hour.
At about 3 million light years away, the Triangulum Galaxy is home to approximately 40 billion stars.
How many light years?
3 million light years away. That means that this bastard's close.
Get the fuck.
It's the third largest galaxy in our local group, and you can actually see it with the naked eye.
Since when?
Lovely.
Under very dark skies.
Wow.
Its apparent size in our sky is actually bigger than the full moon, but because it is so dim, you can't really see it. Hey, Kenny.
Yeah.
Dude, do you want to go out like to the middle of the desert one night? And because they're saying like, dude, we need like dark ass skies.
You'd be surprised what you see in like the desert sky or a place like that. I mean, way out in the middle of nowhere, you're gonna see shit in the sky that you never see.
Oh yeah.
No, I know. I used to spend a lot of time in places where I was able to see the stars. I got such an appreciation for the sky.
Yeah.
You know?
I'd like to when it's not hot. I'll go. And not cold. It's gonna be perfect. I'll go. Yeah, man. We can hump my 10-inch telescope out there if you want, or P900.
Both of them, dude. And
that fucking 10-inch is heavy, bitch.
Dude, I can get a hold of like Josh and his dad, right? Because Josh has been wanting to hang out for a minute. Because it's been a while since I've seen him.
Right.
And his dad, Kerry, has a P1000, dude.
Oh shit. That sounds fun. That's fun, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Let me know.
And dude, Kerry likes taking pictures of the sky, you know? He takes some really good pictures, and the only thing I've ever seen him actually take a picture of is The Milky Way.
With the P1000.
I don't think he uses the P1000 to take pictures of the Milky Way. He just uses that for like long distance shots that he wants to get.
Right.
When he wants
it's got
to,
nice zoom on
when
it.
he wants to shoot the sky, he's got other cameras he likes to use because he's found that they give better quality than the P900 or the P1000. You know.
Oh hell yeah, yeah. There's much
Because,
better
dude,
quality
seriously,
cameras out there.
essentially what the P900 is and what the P1000 is a telescope that records and takes pictures.
And yeah, it does a lot of shit. Time lapse, star trails.
Well, no, that's what I mean. But that's all that comes in. That's all that's entailed with that, though. Like,
yeah, yep.
it's
you can zoom.
Combining, dude. It's combining an awesome camera with telescope capabilities. Is all it is, right?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I can't believe. I don't know what I could see with my 10-inch. I haven't whipped it out in a while, man. I've been too lazy, I guess. It's heavy. Fucking thing's heavy, man.
Oh
It's
yeah.
huge.
It's a gravity
It's
bus.
like a big ass like little barrel, isn't it?
Yeah. It doesn't have auto tracking on it, so it doesn't. So I have to keep fucking pushing the buttons to move it, so I can keep up with the celestial bodies. There's a way to put a computer on it, but it's another like $400 or $500.
What's the equatorial mount cost? Like 200 or something. Can we just make one? I'm gonna just make one.
It's good for Polaris.
Jimmy, come back.
He's gone. Damn.
Yeah, I wonder where he went.
Yo, so what's up? June 2nd. What's up? We're gonna go Salt and Sea.
No.
You know.
Yeah, apparently we are supposed to.
Why not January 2nd? Why the fuck June? Fuck. It's fucking hotter than fuck there.
Oh yeah.
Fuck.
Get ready.
You guys go, man.
Get ready for sweaty hugs from Flat Earthers.
I'll watch it from fucking here. Watch it from the beach. We'll go to the fucking beach. Let's go to the beach.
Any beach.
Fucking Monterey sounds good.
Yeah.
Shit.
Do they have dead rotting shit there or no?
No.
That's not cool then.
No, man. Desert. It's like it's June.
Anything funky smelling that like makes you totally not want to be there.
It stinks, and in January it's 70 degrees there.
Is it hotter than fuck? Yeah, bro. Totally.
It's hot. Yes, it is.
Well, I'll be there in swimwear.
Who wants to go to the Salton Sea?
Didn't we?
June 2nd.
I made you were on a couple beers, but I did make you promise to be in the boat with me for the Salton Sea experiment.
Oh shit!
Because you're a sailor, registered, licensed realtor, and
sailor.
A man of the seven seas, and we're pirates after all.
That's right.
This one small
Who's got the boat?
There's no boat. We're in a dinghy. No, it's
an
inflatable unicorn we're gonna take out there. That I'm gonna get from Walmart.
Fucking dinosaur.
No, it's like $60 at Walmart. It's a. I don't know. I sort of want to just take a stab at this. Try the big inflatable unicorn. Just like throw an outboard motor on there. See what happens. I don't know. Call me crazy. You can. It's all right. It's been done before.
June 2nd.
Dinosaur would be cool.
Yeah, like I would ride it like a horse.
I'll take like as many inflatable things that will help me not drown, basically. So I'm not gonna poo-poo any kind of shape. You know, giant donut. I don't care. Whatever.
An equatorial mount is a mount for instruments that compensates for Earth's rotation by having one rotational axis parallel to the Earth's axis of rotation.
Right. Yeah.
This type of mount is used for astronomical telescopes and cameras. Now,
I have an equatorial mount, but it's kind of hard to explain how I use it. I took the telescope off the equatorial mount. I had a 6-inch telescope. Fucking cheap piece of shit I got for
Under
60
one Schwartz.
$60. It came with this really cool tripod equatorial mount, and it's got these little dials you can kind of dial in left, right, up, down. You can track the moon with it. You have to do it real slow. And it gets a little shaky if you grab it too hard, you know. So when you're zoomed in on something that far, man, the slightest fucking movement, you know, it's magnified. So I mount my P900 on this equatorial mount. The way I mount it, I don't know. I made a video about it. I hooked it up to a little 4-inch telescope I got that has an auto star tracker. So it tracks the star, and I zoom in with my P900 on the equatorial mount because I got to make fine adjustments sometimes, and it's a complicated little setup, but it works really good once you got it dialed in. I can track the moon for all night. It'll just stay right on it, which is kind of cool. Or it'll track a star. So it's a cool setup.
that's awesome, dude. That sounds cool.
It's got a lot of
Now,
moving parts.
I'm sitting here wondering how that's useful on a globe, though. I can see how it's useful on a flat Earth. That makes all the sense in the world on a flat Earth.
Yep.
But on a globe, it makes no fucking sense whatsoever.
No, the equatorial mount. My friend down in Australia did a video on at the equatorial mount, working on the flat Earth, and he explained how it worked. It's like, that's cool, man. You can find that.
But dude, we're supposed to go to the Salton Sea the day after my birthday.
Yeah. Dude, I don't want to go down there, man. But if I promise snack, I have to go. But on the 2nd, man, it's gonna be tight.
I know.
Tight, dude.
You know, like I could be in the boat and like have the saxophone. It's a bad idea. I know. Maybe we can get a rental
Bad idea.
with insurance. You know.
It's a really bad idea.
I mean, we could do a sound test like it's never been done before. You know, like laser and saxophone test. Right? Can you hear Careless Whisper? Oh, they heard it on both. Both sure.
I can hear it. Fuck.
Do it. I'll do it. I'll do it.
What are we trying to prove?
I'm crazy.
Man?
I'm crazy. I'll do it.
That
I don't care.
AG guys are just full of shit. Okay, yeah, we know that. Why do we have to prove it? Fuck. And oh yeah, Discovery Channel's full of shit. And
I gotta get my ass to the store at some point over the next couple days because I want to try to make some retro reflectors and test them out while we're there. With the lasers, see if it works. I wonder what it takes to make it work.
Oh, it'll work. It'll work, dude. It'll reflect.
I don't know.
For sure, man.
I'm curious.
All right. Do you have a laser?
I can easily get a hold of one.
All right.
I just gotta hit up either Nathan or Josh. Both. I think Nathan has Josh's laser.
Fuck. Are you gonna pull over or just gonna fucking sit there, man? What are you gonna do? There's a heck of a lot of cops and fire trucks going today, man. Here comes the fuzz, man. Hey, gas prices are down just in time for Memorial Day weekend.
I think you mean up.
Well, they were way up. They've come down about 20 cents.
Mhm.
So it feels like they jack it way up and then they bring it back down a little bit, and it feels like,
I
oh,
mean,
wow.
really?
They just keep, it's like a fucking teeter-totter that eventually it starts getting real big on one end. Fuck. Bastards, man. All the kids are sitting around smoking weed at the skate park. That's good. Fucking dopers. Dopers. So who's heading up this Salton Sea thing, man? Nathan? I'm not heading it up, man. Beer, wine, and groceries. That's all you need. Some smokes. Some smoke. I don't know. Everybody left. Or did I fall off? Alright. I probably fell out of there, man. Wow.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm here. Yes. Yes. Hey, what's going on?
You're good, man. I'm just
Yeah.
driving. I'm just driving, man. I'm a bit bushed. I've worked my ass off today, man. Fucking pounding some piano today, dude. Pounding. And I had pizza for lunch. Pizza and wings. Good combo. There's a lady serving food on the corner. Nice. Kids are playing in the street. It's just like old times. That's all we did growing up. Playing the fucking street, man.
Mm-hmm. That's all we had, Kenny.
That's all we had, man. Making fucking hockey puck out of fucking ball of tape. Some sticks. I got like brooms and shit. It was rough. That's rough, man.
Yeah.
That earth curvature kept getting in the way. My Coriolis shots were always off. I figured out why my golf game sucks. It's because of the Coriolis effect. I was like, well, duh. I fucking never calculated for that ever. And
Could take 2 strokes off your short game.
yeah.
Just understood that thing.
Check it
This
out,
is
man.
fucking ridiculous.
Ridiculous. What do you mean?
Ridiculous. This my golf
Run a
game.
spinning ball, you know, balls.
Yes,
you know,
that's
balls are just
ridiculous.
moving. Yeah. I like how it's interesting that, like, really, when you play around with magnets, you're like, oh, wow, this magnet, like, totally twists this other magnet, you know?
Right.
Or even something that's just magnetic, right? You could be, like, even at a slight distance with an electromagnet, you can, like, it'll pick up. You can, like, turn a dial from, like, whoa, all the way over here, you know? Right?
Yeah.
But the moon totally is like, like, you know, Earth, you do what you want to do. You got a dynamic magnetic field that allows a liquid core center, and, you know, it's all this it's nice stuff. It's cool.
Right.
But I'm the moon. I don't care. I'm not being swayed by your magnetic personality, Earth. What is that? How does the moon deny the Earth's magnetic pull? But, like, we're supposed to be thinking that it's the moon's pulling tides up. I mean, come on, Kenny.
You know what? I was thinking the exact same thing today. I'm like, if the fucking gravity was so strong, it could keep the fucking moon and us in orbit, and we're going around the sun, and all this shit's floating in this magical force. If we actually did have gravity, I don't think a fly could get off my fucking car, and I don't think I could jump more than, like, you know, a millimeter in the air, maybe. It makes no sense, man. Can't fucking hold it. Holds down fucking oceans, but yet it can't hold down my beer, man. Fuck. It's just astonishing that people don't see this, man. I don't know what to make of it. I'm trying to figure it out, man. Spinning round, man. The indoctrination program that they put out is an absolute winner for them. It worked amazingly, man.
Dog noises.
It worked perfectly. Fascinating. There had to be several resets, and they just made up all this history shit or something, man. Like 1850, I don't know, 1811. I don't know when it was. Fucking 1770, 1492. I don't know when a fucking reset was. I don't know. Well, it looks like they're getting ready to reset this whole place with this Wi-Fi G5G thing or something, man. It's not good. There's a lot of studies that say it's not good for you. Especially young girls. Apparently it really fucks them up. Yeah, my niece is all fucked up, man. She's 13. She goes to school, public school, gets bombarded with this 5G or something. I don't know. She started doing this cutting fucking thing. I don't know where that shit comes from, man. Apparently it's been around a while. It's really odd.
Yo, shout out to that A-Gave 1969. What's happening?
Hey, gang, what's up?
A-Gave.
Hey, Gabe.
It's been so long, I forgot how to pronounce it.
How to pronounce it?
I haven't even started drinking yet.
Hey, man, are you out of weed, man?
No, I just got a little something. Not bad.
You just got something like yesterday or something?
No,
Cool.
like 10 minutes ago.
Oh, nice. How was the Mongolian fucking chowdown?
Oh, it was pretty good. I didn't really have what I thought I had. You know, I thought I was gonna really go like 2-3 plates deep, and it just wasn't my
You got to stretch before you do this kind of thing, so you can pull a hammy or something.
Right. Yeah, you'll pull a fucking rib. For sure.
Pull a hammy. Yeah, I've been pulling so much lately, you know. I didn't want to like chance it. But
right.
Yeah, I had some meat and noodles and some green stuff too. And I put some fire. I put the fire sauce on it, and yeah, it was pretty all right.
Dude, what is going on, man?
And then it's like, okay, well, there's ice cream too, you know. Like,
oh yeah, they have the ice cream in those places. Yeah.
I'm like, yes, I'll take extra peanuts, thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
Nom nom nom. Yeah, it's like I didn't really do any damage, but I'd say like I got my $10 lunch special full. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's like don't push it, because like, you know, maybe it's like I get a little bit like overzealous, and I'm like, maybe I will do a peel and eat shrimp today. Maybe that's a deadly recipe. I don't know. You know, it's like you just stay in your lane. But I didn't feel like having like another Mongolian barbecue dish.
Wow.
Yeah. So I've had to search for the meat sources. Try to keep this meat week up. Yeah. And Jin just had like Ramadan. That's pretty cool. I guess he was just eating a lot of ramen. It's like a Middle East or Far Eastern thing.
It's ramen and Dom Perignon. Ramadan.
Oh.
Get it right, man. It's expensive. The Dom Perignon. That shit ain't cheap, man. It was good talking to Jan this morning, man. It was good. I love that guy, man. Oh, the fucking memes today were fucking sick as fuck, too, man. I was encouraging people to just come on and look at the memes. You know?
Yeah.
Just drop in.
I'm sorry. I'm going to really have to figure out. I got to figure out how to change my my avatar, man, because like I like made a couple for me, and like I don't want to seem ungrateful. I'm the type like where I'll just stick with it for like 8 months or longer. Right. I know it's probably pissing him off. And really, you know, nobody likes Christopher Lloyd's face anymore. It's just everybody hates it. No, I'm just joking. Yeah. I don't know. Just put some sunglasses on or something. It's a lot to look at.
Yeah.
But I like Captain Snack Sparrow. You know, what can I say? It's just too much fun. I don't have dreads yet, you know, but who knows?
Yeah, you might bust
Catch
them
a wild
soon.
I might throw some braids in my hair. I don't know. Put a shell up in there. Really get natural. Nah, it's probably not gonna happen.
I'm gonna go to this bar and get some food and a beer.
All right, that's cool.
Absolutely fucking.
What are you gonna get? What? Chicken and waffles, a 12-ounce burger. What's on the menu?
I think they got a bitchin' ass cheeseburger here, man.
Yeah.
It's fucking sick, man.
Never turned down a good cheeseburger.
Right?
Yeah. There's actually a cool documentary about cheeseburgers, if you're in the mood. Cheeseburgers around the United States, you know, just go and this is how they do it in Wisconsin. This is what we do in Santa Fe.
Right.
We take bobcat meat and put it up in, I don't know, whatever they do. They're crazy. Putting peppers and things. I think in Wisconsin they just serve it with a slab of butter on a piece of white bread.
Yeah.
I don't know. Crazy. It's craziness. Great documentary if you like burgers. I'll tell you all about it. The original flame broil, like, used to be a flame broil, a flame broiled burger patty. You put it in like sideways, like a piece of toast, and it would have like little, like, you know, and that was like the first burger, I think, in Boston. I want to say, or New York.
Flame broiler, man. Flame broiler.
And it fucked around. Yeah.
Oh shit, man.
Yeah. Well, I don't know where Jibby went to. Probably went to the liquor store.
I would hope so.
Yeah,
I mean, I would encourage that kind of
I hope he's
behavior.
loading up.
myself.
This is a weekend built for
Yeah, you got to fucking get like a case or
Memorial Day week.
a big
Yeah.
bottle, big fucking bottle.
I believe I'm gonna miss my rehearsal tomorrow in LA. I'm gonna ditch out.
Oh no!
I probably have to pay fees to do rehearsal, but it's with the Gods band with Flat Top.
Is that the one with Flat Top?
It's a Sufi hip hop band. There's supposed to be like a member of the Wu-Tang Killer Bees there.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, but he's got got jihad in his name. I'm not sure if I like want to. Yeah, it's like all like it's maybe too much for me. Maybe I don't have the right hat for it. You know, I need like a Moroccan like monkey hat.
Yeah, I think you need a
like a apu
from you need a fedora,
fedora. I
fedora.
don't know. No, I mean like the little
saxophone hat.
No, I need like a Shriner's hat. I just think monkeys wear them for some reason because like monkeys look, chimpanzees look good in a Shriner's hat with like a tassel. It's just fashionable for a monkey.
Right.
Chimpanzee or otherwise, and maybe like I don't know, like I don't know. I'm not sure how it works. Like or why I'm invited to because it's supposed to be like an all black Sufi hip hop band. So why would you have Asian saxophone player there?
Well,
unless I'm like one of the gods, and then in that case, I really am like fucking ditching out on a really important experience.
You're the dragon. You're the dragon.
I'm the dragon.
They need a dragon.
Wah! So Bruce Lee about it. Let's show up in like a Kill Bill dude.
Kill Bill.
Good movie.
Great movie.
Well, they're kind of written on Bruce Lee's outfit. Game of Death. But I figured Kill Bill is a better one for the audience to refer to.
Right?
Yeah. I do need to go into the shop. I don't know like when the shop's open. I imagine they're closed for the weekend, right?
They're open tomorrow.
Oh yeah. Maybe I'll do that shit because there's like a key I can't really mess with.
Good. How you doing, man?
Good. Welcome back. Good.
Yeah.
Let
me try the red.
Okay, perfect.
And cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger.
No
fries,
tomato.
No
Fries.
tomato.
Doing it right.
Perfect.
Thank you, man. What's that?
Doing it right, dude.
Yeah.
You are doing it right.
I am.
Red wine and a cheeseburger. That's the new like Coke.
No,
and burger.
shit. Red. Oh no. Okay.
You're gonna
He brought me
get
a glass of wine.
Tomato medium, red fries.
I meant red beer.
Oh, red trolley.
Sorry, man.
Brought you a
glass of
Merlot.
red wine, man.
I'll have that red wine. Yeah.
My friend says he'll drink the red wine.
I need to stop procrastinating and get to the liquor store before the sun goes down, because that's bad.
It is bad, man.
Maybe it's not. But
you were planning on drinking tonight.
I
Thank
just
you.
felt like.
All right, you want to see my beer? Check it out.
Yep. Let's see that beer.
See how red? You want to see a fucking red beer, people? My people. All right. That is a rad ass beer, dude. Look at that. Perfect pour, right?
It looks like a Killian's Irish Red.
That's how you shred. Let's get the.
I'm so excited! My actor friend from Ireland. He emailed me, so I'm like, cool. And his name is Robert Stevenson, and he is incredible. It's just incredible at every. I don't know. He's an actor. He's incredible. He's just. Well, guy's on 9.
Get him on Hangout, man.
I'd kind of like to try that. Maybe I've met so many weird, interesting people. I wish some of them had mailed me back.
Right.
The one guy, he's from India, and by way of Boston, came out to LA for like He's like a grad student, like studying like British colonialism in India and stuff. And I'm like, I want to talk to you about stuff. Oh man, and he knows like all. Oh man, I hope he messaged me and I just didn't get the email because like I was like, hey, we were like making plans to like go backpacking in India and shit, man. Like we were having some times.
Oh man, you would love that, dude.
But he's like, yeah, we'll go see the Dalai Lama. We'll just like it's like a 9 hour drive. I'm like, okay, I'm down. I'll go meet the Dalai
My
Lama, bro. But it's like it's cool because like you know how there's like 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. Well, I'm like only like he met the Dalai Lama, you know, like but he met him like by accident, which was cool too, you know.
hmm
And
That's the
he
way you
had
want
like
to
this.
meet the Dalai
You would know
Lama.
the other cool thing, man, and he was really dark too, by the way. And he
Yeah.
had like this kind of like awesome like Wolfman like haircut on, like just curly kind of Wolfman hair. I don't know what to say. It was kind of like went to a point. This is pretty impressive hair and beard, and the really cool thing is like he had this like little bracelet on. Really? Which yeah, a bracelet. I'm talking about this guy's bracelet. Yeah. Okay. It was like one of them. It was one of them Indian type Bodhisattva type bracelets or Buddhist bracelets. Right?
Right.
But like his, and I'm like, that's just like the one that I had, but I kind of misplaced, right? But I had one like that I was wearing for a bit till I lost it, and that one was white, and his was black, and I'm like, that's neat. Like you're on your own trip, and your thing is black. Mine was white. Like we're talking about stuff. We're hanging out in a Mason building. It's all it's awesome. It's just I wish like I could keep in touch with everybody that was cool, but I'm getting like all the uncool people. They're like erasing me.
Yeah, it comes and
I should
goes, I guess.
forward. Actually, I'll be selling these to like some kind of spam. No, I don't. If anybody wants like my contacts list of people I'm not going to talk to, totally. These are like
Yeah, I'll get one. I'll get my
single
list
women from
together.
foreign countries. I'll just like charge it like $1 each, and you can just accidentally message them, and be like, oh, oops,
I'm sure we have a few of the
for a
same
buck.
people on both our lists.
Good leads. These are good leads. Kind of like Glengarry Glen Ross. Anyway, I don't know. Whatever. I'm gonna pull this skid is terrible. Get out of here. Anyway.
First place, you win a Cadillac.
No,
Second place, a set of steak knives. Third place, you're fired. Yeah, I ordered it. I'm just kidding.
I think it's easier to just give people my email though than to give them my phone number generally. But
Yeah,
sometimes
well, people like to text, so I don't
I
know.
basically, if somebody's gonna offer me money, I'll do the phone number thing. And I don't mean I mean for services for music and stuff or other
Right, yeah.
gainful employment. You know what I mean? But it's like that's worth putting into the phone book. It's like everybody else. I mean, man, it's too many people you meet. I don't have room for all that contacts in my phone.
No, you don't.
No, run out of letters. Numbers. Too many. Just got to exercise like caution. Yeah. And drug dealers, you got to get their numbers too. Yeah. Can't email them.
Yeah, they won't answer your email.
I'm absolutely serious. Yeah, they won't. Um, dude, I'm so gonna go get some beers though.
All right.
I'm gonna.
I guess what happened to Uber, man? Where the hell did he go?
I don't know, man. I think he's
Yeah.
maybe doing
What
something
the
right
hell's
now.
going on, man?
I don't know. I'm gonna get me a Holster's ale.
Molson Ale? What?
No, Foster's ale.
Foster's Ale.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, it's only because Hitch got me drinking them. It's
All
like
right.
it's my good cheap beer. I think it's a decent cheap beer. I don't know. I don't do the blue one, man. Don't do the blue one.
No. I've never had one, man. So.
Yeah, well, the green one's
If
male. The other
if the
not.
hitch says they're good, they're probably pretty good.
Well, then you told me about the ale, and it's like, oh, it makes sense why I like, and I'm just drinking ales now.
It's pretty much all I
Because
drink. Man.
I don't like the hoppy stuff, man. It makes me all sleepy like.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot. There's too much estrogen.
Is it?
Yeah.
The other thing is like California's a good beer drinking state generally. I think it's very rarely like too cold to drink beer.
Well, it's
Now some people don't have this problem. Some people they like to drink beer in the Arctic,
yeah.
tundra
Now, if it's
stuff.
cold, man, I
But
want a red wine for sure, man.
yeah, for me, I just can't be drinking like sudsy cold beer in a cold place. But California's warm all the time, so totally beer friendly.
It has become an incredibly good beer state.
Yeah.
There's I don't know how many. We have a couple, almost 2,000 wineries here in California.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of fucking wineries.
That's a lot of wineries.
And then we got, I don't know how many microbrews we got now. It's got to be getting up into the. There's like 5 right around me. So.
Yeah, I actually had a microbrews on my rib, sort of on the side. I was talking about that.
I had one on my toe.
Yeah, it hurt, man.
Fuck.
But tasty. You know what I mean?
I stubbed it.
Oh, toast up or worse. I'm surprised I've been like flip flopping around for a couple years now.
Yeah.
Not full time flip flopping around, but I mean a good amount of time, and somehow very little on the toe stubbage.
All right.
But I think I'm walking more like mindfully, Flip flops teach you that. You walk mindfully. You just go romping around like you're in sneakers. You're like you're a kid, Walk with a purpose. Oh yeah.
Walking with an attitude.
You gotta walk tall. Walk, flatly. Walk at a medium pace. Don't be in a rush.
No.
If you slip, if you stumble, if you make it look cool.
It's hard to do, man.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of practice. But once you got your rhythm, though, it'll be good.
Yeah, just pretend like you're doing parkour exercises, and it's just like a sudden move.
Boom! You just drop, and then do like a push up.
Did you see that drop? You see that drop? Yeah. You brag about it to other people, like wait, do it. Looking like a cat, right? Yeah.
You cannot make this stuff up,
man. At this point, they're impressed.
You are making. You're making this shit up, man.
And you give them like a little wink as you kind of go away. Like, yeah, no. Fucking mastered that shit. Parkour is my shit, dog. Oh man, I wish I could do that stuff. That's so cool.
Right.
Jump around like Spider-Man, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be nice. Yeah. If I start doing that, you better start paying attention to my diet.
You can do like parkour with a saxophone.
Saxophone parkour, bro. You're gonna be like, what do you eat, bro? Like, what do you take vitamins? I don't know. Maybe.
No. Hey, Lucky Charms, man.
The ultimate proof. Yeah. I stay away from the red balloons. That's my secret. That red dye. I only eat the red Starburst.
So when was the last time you had Lucky Charms?
It's been a while.
Yeah.
6 months or so.
Oh, okay.
I'll break it down. It's like relapse, you know. Like I can't
Right,
really stay
right.
away from it. I am gonna do it at one point. Like I'll feel bad for myself and be like, all right,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna eat it.
I
Yeah,
need
I'm bad like that.
to
But just one box of cereal at
I
a
think
time.
my
I can't
next
really.
yeah,
It's a
my
sign of
next
depression. Uber, if you
yeah.
see me eating a box of cereal, you'll know. Yeah. Be like, are you okay? And then put a hand on my shoulder.
He's gonna need some cheering up, man. You might
Yeah.
want to get some dancers.
Or like replace it with a box of Cheerios and be like, here, bro. Like, it's okay. It's okay.
Honey nut Cheerios, man.
That's not good either, dude. This guy tries sodium phosphate in it too. It's the funniest thing. It's never. There is no replacement. It's just like,
Why can't you get the Organicos?
I don't know. I'm just gonna have to eat like, just give me like a bowl of like flour or just
With milk.
grass. Just like just
With
give me
oat
some
milk.
sugar.
Flour with
Whatever.
oat milk.
Is there sugar in it? And marshmallows? Like I don't. You know, I can make it work. I don't know. I've been told to try like dehydrated fruit or something like that as a replacement for marshmallows.
Yeah. Some mangoes.
Yeah, and it's mental techniques like this that allow me to achieve enlightenment. Because that is impossible. How can you possibly replace a marshmallow? I would even take like double sized marshmallows.
What the hell is marshmallows made out of? Man?
If I don't know, puff sugar and sadness, but like
puff sugar.
It's like sugar that's they puff it up somehow. I don't know. I don't know what's in a marshmallow. All I know, Kenny, is like if there was like a choice between like regular marshmallows or triple 3-time size marshmallows, like giant marshmallows, right? I would be I'd be like, yes, every time upgrade size of marshmallow. Yes. Even if it was like just marshmallows, and I'd be like, oh wow, I can add things to it. Fuck.
Somebody needs to make some jumbo marshmallows, man.
Well, it's not like you can take like a bag of campfire marshmallows and throw them in your breakfast cereal. Good luck. You need dehydrated marshmallows. I mean, can I make my own? No. They get so small. Could you imagine?
If you take a regular marshmallow, you dehydrate it.
A regular marshmallow dehydrated is going to be really small, like the
How
size
small?
of like a dice cube or something, probably.
Right.
If you took a regular sized marshmallow and did that. In order to get the size marshmallows I really want, I need to start off with like a marshmallow the size of like a volleyball.
Right.
I want a marshmallow like you can take a bite out, like a grapefruit sized marshmallow. Like, yeah, that's the kind of world I want to live in, and that's why I'm getting off this plane.
Right. We want giant marshmallows, man. Wasn't
Yeah.
that in the Big Lebowski? Wasn't he floating around in a big marshmallow? That was like 21 years ago.
In my new world, we're going to take all the military budget and we're going to put it directly into marshmallow technology. About it.
You know,
imagine.
I like that, man.
Yeah.
That would be a lot of friggin' marshmallows there.
Yeah.
Giant ones.
And no possession.
It would be like, yeah, lots. It could be trillions.
No religion, giant marshmallows. And no religion too. Just imagine, a world where we concentrated on this kind of thing. And with that, I'm gonna go.
Go get your sunset beer purchase. Go.
I need to make. I can do this quickly. Come on.
Yeah.
Just time machine.
How far is it?
Not far.
All right, go get the.
I ride like the wind. The real. You know what? Actually, the stumbling block for me really originally was that I just can't find my shoes. Oh, it's not good.
Do you really need them?
Nah, I'll just do it barefoot.
Yeah. That's
It's
more.
just Cali.
It's more pro.
Like, sir, you realize you can't be in here without shoes? And I'm like,
No,
I'll walk back.
I didn't realize that, man.
And I'm like, where's
I'll only be a minute, man. I'll be gone.
Olivia, man? Can you give me some bags? I just got like bags on my feet. Like, all right, got this shit licked.
Oh, here comes my food. All right, you go. I'll eat.
Okay, all right. I found my sneakers.
All right.
All right. Okay. All right. I'll let you go. I can leave you with some kittens, I guess, or something.
All right, man.
Got some
Thanks.
kittens.
Wow, that looks great. Thank you.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Mustard.
I mean, mustard. Oh, we're talking about the
All right. I'll see you in a bit.
All right. Take her easy. Take her easy, dude. Let's see what we got going on here. Okay. Looks about right. Yeah, there's kittens right there. And it's tremendously dark here. I'll do something about that. You can look at the darkness, kittens. All right. Well, that's your work, huh? Yeah, it's like 2% brighter, right? Hey, what's up, kitten? Hey. Is there a... I can't do the light thing. Guess we'll have to bring these beasts out and say hello. Hello. There you go. Yeah, and not to be conspiratorial or anything like that, but there's like a Masonic twin cats going on here. It's just how it goes. Just how it goes. That's right. What's up, Saber? How you doing? Yeah. So there it is. Well, don't go nowhere. You get snatched up by something. Somebody will try to smoke you. Yeah, I know. I know it's. Oh, yeah, I know. You can't grab it. How is that? Oh, don't do that. Don't. You're scratching up your sister. Oh, hi. Are your claws sharp as hell? Yes, they are. Yep. Boy. Kitten claws, just as sharp as God makes them. Right. They never get any sharper than that. It's like one claw atom sharp. That's like the best sharpness ever. So. It's the sharpest thing ever made, a kitten claw. Newborn kitten claw? Nothing is pointier than that. I don't know. Except maybe Warman's head. I'm going to take this trip. I'll be right back, guys. Well, I guess I could do a really noisy broadcast of this. Let's try that shit. Barely hear me. Awesome. This is what body work's made of. Yeah, making pretty good time here. Shooting. Pass some prayer candles. Got candles over here, I guess. Look what happened. They like one of our skateboarders like to look around. Young whippersnapper. Man. Pretty sure I beat somebody that was in a car. But they don't have to stop on the sidewalk. That's tire. They cut off our lawnmower. Cool. So the store here got stuck under some trees. Yeah, doing good. Maybe I'll make this crosswalk. It's a little presumptuous with telling you to wait. I mean, it's kind of like you are pushing it because you're waiting already. It's not like it's going to happen instantly. It's a crosswalk. I like them in Oakland. They make like weird chirpy sounds. Seems to be standard LA type non-chirping crosswalk. Here. Yeah. Yeah, I hope we're not getting copyrighted for this stuff. I don't know what's going on. My car's here. I'm still waiting. It could tell me like to wait now. It'd be like, hey, just like it said wait in the beginning. It said like, just keep waiting. It's all right. It's gonna happen. Traffic right now. Hey, was it Memorial Day weekend or some other shit? I don't know. Hey, there's my. Yeah, all right. I don't know. We're at the place. Our computer. What's that? Oh, lock this thing up. That'd be happy. Just fine, everybody. So, hope everybody's doing good. I hope that wasn't too damn noisy. Also, my phone's in my pocket, so hopefully it's not muted. Or, you know, hopefully it's muted. Either way, let's get this beer. Trying to get this lock right, you know, numbers. Just keep slipping. Okay, cool. After that. Now it's time for my cooking. This thing is so diesel. I love it. All right. 2 locks. Beer. Yeah, I've been a real bad girl.
Ross, I'm right here.
There's a lot of candy going on here. Check out the snacks. A lot happening. Sugar cones, different types. See that. A variety of other things. Wow. Bean boozled though? Oh, that's not good. That's just. Oh wow. Milk chocolate coins out of season. Kennedy $50. Any good selection with the Pez? Who ever heard of that? Oh yeah. Here you go, Jibby. This one's for you.
Oh, my Star Wars Pez.
Star Wars? The movie?
Next week.
The movie,
Yeah, but
right?
what is it?
No, at Disneyland. It opens up
They open, yeah.
Cherry, bro.
a week from today.
It's gonna be
Taste
what? Isn't it the ride was already there before? Or they
Oh,
upgraded?
it's $2 billion worth of
Already?
rides and attractions.
All right.
$2 billion worth.
Snow caps, see? Good.
That's easy for them, you know?
Don't mess around with
Crazy.
snow cap.
Yeah,
Don't mess with my snow caps.
With my daughter, I think like just to
Let me do a candy review here. Yeah, Charleston Chews, you can get some of these. That can happen. Oh, this is one of those like songs that's like so melodramatic. Did you think I would let you? Oh, terrible song. I should play it on the saxophone. Here we go. Our objective affection. Foster's. What did you think I would drink at this moment? It's not this one. You are not an ale. There's Foster's. I'm gonna get 2 of these. This is like a boss. I'm gonna go camera off here. Love me till Memorial Day. Yeah. This line is so long. Oh, but like a 77-cent Mounds candy bar. How do you turn that down? The only answer is turn it down for an almond joy. I think it like just got dark outside somehow. Crazy. Definite Mandela effects happening. Otherwise known as label changes. Transaction complete. Very good. The object of my transport is still here. It's an excellent start. making some awesome time here. I think I'm gonna do the Fosters out in the pockets. Makes more sense that way. Maintain a nice center of balance. I don't want to pay for that. Almond Joy, obviously, that's gonna go in the same pocket. Along with the phone. Talk to you guys in. Well, maybe not the Almond Joy. Chili Almond Joy. Beer secure. And away we go. I really wish I had a good mount. I wish I had a good mount for this phone or a separate camera or like. Shit's probably fun to watch. On a podcast. It's a thrilling intersection here, guys. Cars moving around different directions. Headlights on. It's kind of dusk. So, alley. Yeah. It's really blue on one side, kind of like lighter on the other side. I guess it's really sun. Alright, so that makes that east, sadly, and west. Fantastic. Great stuff. And you can flat earth. Give me my walkie sign, huh? Yeah, pretty lively evening here. Will I get a walkie next? I think they're pretty sure. Yeah. Just wait a little bit longer. It's fine. I don't care. I got all the time. Drink these 2 beers. I don't know what's cool about a car that sounds like it's struggling to perform. It just moves at a regular rate as it that don't sound like they're struggling. I don't know the allure of it. I bet you my walk is going to be really It'd be cool if I just got home safely, but not like wipe out on something I'm not bringing next year. Just try and keep my eyes on the road, as it were. Road being a relative concept. And there's no like wait, up under the trees. Paper. Gotta get that dog. Just about home free. Yeah, I could put a flashlight on this on the bottom of this. That would be nice. Oh, great flashlight. Hey, that's him. Scooting in the dark, not so cool, really. I don't know how there's not like a zillion lawsuits out for scooters. Never drink and scoot, also. Never do that. I could probably crack a beer right now, but I don't think like the one hand. Like if I was driving a car, you know, definitely not time to drink and drive. Steering's not too sturdy on this scooter, even for celebratory purposes. Well, even to only symbolically drink and drive on the scooter. It's just I don't know. I'm liking it now. I still got a bit of tuning to do on this thing. Surplus battery gives me like a shitload of range. And I think faster top speed to evade predators like cheetahs and stuff. It's nice. It kind of moves, though. I'm probably going about 8, 17, which is weird because I'm really not trying to do anything. I'm just like pushing the button. Narrow gaps, not too much fun. There you go. I think pretty much successful beer run here on the e-scoot. Definitely worked out. So Rite Aid, that's a safe run. Okay, check on the kittens now. How are the kittens? Still broadcasting. Is anybody still watching? I don't know. I don't care. Kitten time. It's so dark in here, kittens. What do we do? That's a bad. I don't know. I don't want to move the kittens. Just the light, maybe. That seems like an option. Oh well, that was too much. Let's just say I do that. That did a lot. Yeah. I know you guys are, yeah. Goodness. Oh, it's like holding a bag of jelly beans, these things. What are you going to do? Here. Hang out here where the beer is. Yep. Oh, it's totally cool, other cat. Everything is totally chill here. You're drinking. Would you like some formula? Some formula? Hello. 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 Oh, I've got. There's too much meowing here. I'll be right back. Yeah, everything's cool. That's just way more meowing than I was ready to deal with. Hey, there's the mama cat. Holy shit. Guys, the mama cat's approaching. You're getting fraught now. Why? I turn the camera back on. I can see mama cat. She irresponsibly runs away. Mama cat, what are you doing? Feed these things. You've got. Look at her cat boobs. Just saving it for some other sport out on the town.
Did you get your beer, man?
I did get my beer, bro.
You did?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Fucking yeah.
I had my burger and a beer, man. Or actually 2 beers.
What?
So I was good. I got 2 beers at home. Well, I got more than 2 beers at home.
Do you have an almond joy?
I do not have an almond joy.
You have
I
an-
prefer the Mounds myself.
I was gonna get a Mounds, but then I was like, oh, almond joy's there.
But almond joys they rule, dude. They're basically a Mounds with an almond.
I like almonds.
Oh fuck, dude, my legs hurt, bro. Fuck. Oh,
Your laser, bro? What?
my lasers hurt.
Oh,
What's up, guys? Ladies. Yeah, my lasers hurt, man. Damn. Whew. I've been working lasers all day. And they're sore. Yeah. Oh,
Man.
fuck, dude. What happened to... Oh.
Dude, that was awesome with the player piano earlier.
That was crazy, huh? Fuck, man. That thing's like...
Are we on your stream now? I don't even know whose stream this is. Is
This
this Uber's?
is Uber's, yeah. Whew. It's 8:30, dude. On a Friday night.
Mm-hmm. You ain't got shit to do.
Well, I don't because I kicked ass yesterday and I kicked ass today. So I don't have shit to do. Oh, shit.
That's awesome.
I know. Well, it's tough being me, man. It's tough.
What are you doing tomorrow?
I gotta fucking work. I got this thing, man. It's just been like this piano.
Mm-hmm.
I got like a couple of things that are just not quite right, and I have to fix them, man. And I'm really close. I fixed a lot of shit today that wasn't wrong, but there's still a couple more things that are like, fuck. So I got to reinvent the wheel tomorrow.
Oh,
that's all.
Well, that's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of work, man. Right?
I love reinventing the wheel.
So. Well, what'd you have in mind, man?
Musicking or something?
Musicking? Gosh. That does sound fun, man. But,
Little musicality.
yeah, that sounds really good, dude.
Huh?
I'd love to bust a beat for you, man. Damn.
You drum? You play drums?
Yeah. Yeah, I can drum.
You can play whatever you want. It doesn't matter. I don't know.
I know. I got a stand-up bass.
Really? You play stand-up bass?
I could. I can make noises from
Can
it.
you look like you play stand-up bass?
I can look like I play
Well,
stand-up
that's
bass.
really good, man. We
And
just
I
need
can make the
a drummer to-
face, and I can like hump it. You know how you like hump it?
Oh
Like
yeah.
bend it
Can you-
over and give it a good slapping.
Can you spin her around like a lady?
Spin it around.
Wow.
I can.
Yeah.
I can look like I can play stand-up, man. No, I can play a little bit. You get a little groove going. I'd probably bust you a nice little bass line somewhere.
Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need like a drummer. Drum, bass, guitar. Get a little band.
We do. Wait, I got like this foot thing. I can play the drums and stand up. So that's like two of us. There's two of me.
You can play the drums and stand up.
I can play like a kick, like a nice little kick snare thing,
Okay.
and play
And
stand up.
bass? You can't play stand-up bass and a snare and a kick.
Yeah, that's like it. Yeah.
Hey.
I got this little thing. Yeah, I can pull it off.
All right.
I need electricity though. I got to work on the analog version. Is it analog?
Could bring electric bass. Just do that.
Doesn't have that same. I have electric bass. Don't get me wrong. I got two of them now. But I got this little. I got three basses, dude. Damn, four. I fucking four basses. I'm a fucking loser. I have four fucking basses, man.
Are you a bass collector?
Well, I inherited a couple. I inherited two or three, and I had one. I think I inherited three. The stand-up was a fucking wreck when I got it. And I put all new parts on it and strings.
What kind of arch top is it?
You know what? It's a half size.
They
Plywood.
sound good.
It's plywood.
It's plywood. Okay.
It's not real.
My friend had a half size, but it was a carved back or whatever. It wasn't plywood. I guess it was like a.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was, dude.
The way they make those tops, it's pretty fascinating, man. They use these like vacuum table plastic cover things. They have a mold, and then they glue a piece on, and they vacuum it. With the vacuum, pulls the plastic over the mold, and then they'll put another piece of plywood on, and then they'll vacuum that one. And they do that like 5-6 times. And then you have an arch topped, rather than hand carving a solid piece of wood out, which is much harder to do. But they do have CNC machines that do that shit now, which is nice. Yeah, to make an arch top by hand, just to buy the wood, dude, the cheap, good stock wood, man. Just to buy enough for the top, not to forget the neck and back and sides and everything else. Just to have a really good top of the line, solid piece of spruce is around $900, dude. Just for the fucking top.
Whoa.
So when you see these $6 or $8 or $12 or $15,000 stand-up basses, you get it. Because the back and the top is $2,000 without the labor. And it's like, forget the sides and the neck and the fingerboard, or the fretboard. fingerboard is ebony. There's another $400 or $500 for that piece of wood. So yeah, it gets expensive, man. You're dropping like $4,000 just in wood for So you see, I see a lot of these brand new German-made upright bases. They're like they start at about $8,000, and they go up 20, $25,000. So anyway, something I learned over the years. Expensive. I had this base, man. I wanted to put a new top on it. It was a beautiful flame, like maple sides, beautiful, right? Like, I want to put a new spruce top on it.
Uh-huh.
No, $900. I was gonna carve it out and everything. I'm like, fuck, I ain't dropping it. No. So it's still in pieces. I don't know what to do with it. I could make a flat top out of it. I've seen some flat top stand-ups. What?
Does it matter
You never seen
a lot, you think? The resonator, the wood?
Yeah, the arch really makes a difference. Yeah, man. Absolutely. Makes it
Like if you did a vacuum form plastic top, would that not sound as good?
I thought about that. Use them for mica? Oh, no, it won't sound as good.
I mean, like
Martin makes a Formica guitar. It's their X series. It sounds pretty good, man, for Formica. Like your kitchen countertop Formica. It's not bad. I've heard worse guitars. Their intonation's perfect, though. Got that. Go for them. That's a plus. Oh, fuck, man. I'm almost home, dude. I'll drop out for a bit. Hang out with the wife, see what's going on.
It's good,
You
man.
got the cat.
Yeah, I got some cat happening. Yep.
You can hear that. You and that cat were like conversing earlier.
Yeah.
Conversing. I drove all the way home from the bar where I ate without my seatbelt. I feel like a rebel.
Dude.
How about
Shout
that?
out, dude. That's awesome.
I know. It's fucking like, I'm really sticking my neck out, man.
Did you have your headlights off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's dope.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, these kittens.
Dude, that's a kitten.
Promise, I'll get away from these kittens in a minute.
No, you're good, man.
Have a
I
cigarette.
like the kitties, man. I like the kitties.
They're cute.
I like the pussy, man. I like the pussy kitty.
You gotta get them. You gotta like hand feed them.
Yeah.
Go away.
Wow. I made it home and it's still twilight. Nice. Without my seatbelt. I'm a rebel, man. What was that guy? Rebel Without a Clue? He's a fucking flat earther, I thought. I'm turning on our street. Are you there?
Yep.
Nope. She hung up on me. All right, I'm home. I'll be back.